Hello and welcome to Carolina News. I'm Hannah Powers.
Happy Veterans Day and thanks for joining us. I'm Sarah Pritchard and Hannah and I have our red, white, and blue on for the festivities today.
Very patriotic. Columbia residents flocked downtown today to celebrate our military heroes at the annual Veterans Day Parade.
Reporter Eli Brand explains what the parade means for the veterans in attendance. The parade is just one of the ways that Columbia celebrates its veterans.
Yeah, it's great to see Columbia rally around our vets. I actually got to spend some time yesterday afternoon at another awesome Veterans Day event. USC held a Veterans Day 5K on Sunday, raising money to bring Fisher House to Columbia. The 5K raised money for the Friends of Fisher House Columbia, which provides a free place to stay for family members of veterans who require extended care. This is the second year of the race. Well, Sarah, I know it really hasn't been getting too cold yet, but I'm already totally breaking out the full winter gear.
Yeah, that's right. I am too, for sure. Brandon, is that massive cold front moving across the country going to affect us here in Columbia?
Thanks, Summer. The Sumter community came together today to lay 5-year-old Nevaeh Adams to rest last night. Nevaeh and her mother, Sherry Bradley, were killed by Daunte Johnson. The search for Nevaeh gripped the Midlands for weeks and ultimately ended in tragedy. Johnson's being charged with 2 counts of murder and is being held at the Sumter Lee Detention Center without bond. A local pastor led the Newberry County community through a day of prayer on Sunday. The event represents an effort to stand up to violence in the wake of recent violent crimes. Data from the Newberry Police Department shows an increase in total numbers of homicides in Newberry in 2019. Coming up next on Carolina News, former Governor Nikki Haley is about to release a new book, which is sure to stir up controversy, and a train slammed into a car on Walter MacArthur Road. Find out more after this break. Welcome back to Carolina News. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley will release a memoir on Tuesday titled, With All Due Respect. Haley alleges in her memoir that 2 administration officials tried to enlist her in opposing some of President Trump's policies while she was ambassador to the United Nations. She writes that then Secretary of State Rex Tillerson and then White House Chief of Staff John Kelly were following a dangerous path. Haley's memoir will shed light on an administration that will face its heaviest scrutiny so far this week. House Intelligence Chairman Adam Schiff says open hearings on the impeachment inquiry will start Wednesday, beginning this week, and the public can decide if the president was in the wrong or not. Trump took to Twitter to defend himself, and he continues to maintain that he did no wrong. Dominion Energy's VC Summer nuclear plant temporarily shut down after a small leak in the reactor. A Dominion Energy representative said the small leak is contained and hasn't leaked outside. The leak didn't require a plant shutdown, but operators decided to shut down the reactor to fix it. They have not said how long the shutdown will last. A recent study released by Science Daily says music therapy can treat conditions like anxiety, depression, autism, and dementia, but a local music therapy program may not be around for much longer. Reporter Anna King went out to get a better idea of the benefits this type of therapy can have. The joy the music brings the patients alone seems to make it worthwhile, but hopefully with continued exposure, music programs like this one will continue to brighten patients' days.
What a sweet story.
I know.
Oh my gosh. Well, if you plan on getting outside this week, you might need to do it today.
Yeah, after today, it's going to start getting really, really cold. Brandon, when do we need to bring out the heavy-duty jackets? Okay, Brandon, saying 25 is the low, ice storms, I'm scared.
I know, I'm going to have to break out the parka for sure. All right, well, sports is next on Carolina News.
The Gamecocks women are killing it in sports.
I know, it looks like across the board, they're like leading the pack completely.
Yeah, yes, they are.
Sounds like we're basketball school now, so.
We're a basketball school.
Yeah, for sure.
Still more to come on Carolina News. Don't let that cold front scare you away. There's no better day than today to eat ice cream. I'll tell you why right after this break. Finally tonight on Carolina News, if you're craving a sweet treat today, well, here's the perfect excuse. Today's National Sundae Day. The possibilities are endless when it comes to making the perfect sundae. With so many choices of ice cream, such as strawberry, chocolate, and even birthday cake, today you can indulge in whatever flavor your heart desires. And of course, the toppings to set it off. Now, I'm not too big of a treat monster, but I really love cookies and cream myself.
I also love cookies and cream, but I think I'm going to go with Ben & Jerry's Tonight Dough on this
Ben
one.
and Jerry's.
This
What-
is my favorite flavor of cookies and cream.
is cookies and cream.
right.
It's classic.
There it is, a
know.
consensus cookies and cream. Well, all this talk of ice cream reminds me of this cold weather we've got coming up. Brandon, can you give us one last look at our 5-day forecast?
Make sure to bring out those blankets. That's all the time we have today. Thanks so much for being with us.
We'll see you tomorrow. You have a great evening.